defenses just can't contain this offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, the ground game. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Longhorns are flying down the field. The RPO, it's complete. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Got his man on the right. At the 20, he's got space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Gets rid of it. The quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense...
And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Tatum. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Ott. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Going up top again. He lets it fly. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he's got wheels. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football right.
To the air, it's Mateer. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Northwestern. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you run the counter play, you're really hoping to bust that thing inside. You want to fake one direction, pull a guy, kick him out. But you can tell, great job by the defense making that thing bow. Go a little bit outside. Now, guess what? All the Cowboys coming. Everybody can run to the football. Everybody gets into play. Nice job by the defense.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Picked off. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
Catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Oh, lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a first down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice. In your sleep, that's a bad break for the offense early.
On the ground, it's up. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Holden finds his man on the left. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps up.
And he holds it in inside the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Lost the fire on second down. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading it.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well,
he's getting ahead of steam. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The Sooners are rolling down the field. QB draw. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
You got to give the defense a ton of credit there on 3rd down, able to force that incompletion on an absolute bomb. You can see why defensive coordinators get nervous facing this quarterback. He has tremendous arm talent. He threw that thing more than 60 yards in the air. But the defenders on the back end stayed in position, made sure there wasn't a catch. That was a fantastic play defensively.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Calls his own number. There he goes! And he'll slide after picking up the 1st down. Are you as surprised as I am that they didn't throw the football there?
Man, I'm shocked. You get in those situations, 99% of the time, those are passes, but slip in the run, maybe a little confusion by the defense, thinking pass, pass, pass. It worked, so nobody complains.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The play action fake. Hit as he throws. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Bowling Green is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Toledo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield. It's Manning. Snagged out of the air. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Man, a defender miss. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it...
Turning on the Jets. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself, in for 6.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive defensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They'll try the run. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds a man on the left. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Back to throw. It's Manning. Oh, they're after him. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And you can tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, complete. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This drive will open from the 15. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Caught in the backfield. It's up. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Manning. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down.